based out of Georgia. It's called Friends Fighting Cystic Fibrosis. Are any of you guys familiar with the disease, cystic fibrosis? A couple hands, it's actually pretty good. I had no idea what it was. It is a horrible disease that involves mucus building up in all the main organs. And it's a mucus the body can't digest. So for us, a nice cough, something, you feel that uncomfortable feeling, and it's gone. People with this disease, it's the lungs primarily, but it's every organ. It's the pancreas, liver. It just builds up, and it requires 2 hours every day of aggressive treatment, both with a vest and with basically a breathing apparatus, including over 13 pills a day. Why do I know all that? That's the big reason why I'm standing here in front of you guys right now, is I'm starting this charity, but in 2003, I walked through that door for the first time because of one guy in particular. He's my best friend to this day. His name is Dalton Horton. You guys will see his picture. We're relegated to the basement at this point. We're the old guys. But he's around. Paul Dalton Horton, he was my roommate. And all of you guys have that one guy who brought you to ATO, introduced you, and you were like, you know what? If that guy's a brother here, I may want to be a brother too. So he and I were here together until he graduated in 06. I graduated in 07. So I know it says that you're forever an ATO, but it feels like I was here a decade ago because I was. But he called me 2 years ago, and we had a conversation that forever changed his life, and has certainly been affecting mine. And that was that his first daughter has cystic fibrosis. So trust me, guys, y'all are going to have a lot of fun together. These are going to be some of the best friends you'll have your entire lives. And you're going to have a whole lot of great memories together. You'll be in each other's weddings. You'll have a lot of weekends you wish you could remember, especially when you get home after explaining to your girlfriend or wife. There's just a lot of great stuff that you're going to do. But being a brother in ATO matters a lot more when you get that negative phone call. Because that's when you realize these are people who you're going to share your entire life with, both positive and negative. So that really registered to me 2 years ago. We don't live in the same state. He lives in Charlotte. He wished he could be here today, but he just had his second kid. I'm very pleased to announce this one is CF free. So he'll be around. So that's kind of where all this started from. I'm kind of jumping all over the place because I'm not a public speaker. I'm just up here to try to get through this with you guys to get this thing started. But I thought of ATO because I wish I was up here more, living in Savannah, Georgia like I do. I try to get up here for a couple sporting events, but I'm not actively involved with fraternity. I wanted that to change. So it felt like a nice way to combine a few things that mean a lot to me. Got in touch with Ryan. Idea kind of gained strength. I ran a race last year in honor of his daughter's name, which is Palmer Horton, and felt a little guilty. I was like, I don't really want to just get a check. It's not really what we're all about. When you guys join a fraternity, a big thing is getting involved with something that means a lot to you. So I'm pleased to announce today that not only have we started this charity, it's real, it exists. We're going to raise a lot of money with you guys' help. But Palmer is also president of the charity as soon as she is old enough to fulfill that duty. What does that mean? That starting today, with all of y'all's help and whatever brothers come behind you guys, we're going to give this girl in particular, but more importantly, everybody with CF, a real chance to be, because they haven't had a chance before. I'm going to share some numbers that are going to hit you guys pretty deep, especially look around the room and imagine your friends having kids. Average life expectancy right now is 40. It was 30 like 10 years ago. It was 13 like 60 years ago. This isn't cancer. This isn't some huge thing that billions of dollars are getting thrown into, and they're still making small gains. This is something curable. Like, they can get to a cure. This girl can live a full productive life. And it's something that all of us, and hopefully all the ATOs to come, can really feel they're a part of. When we get that phone call, we see that press release that CF has been cured. You guys are going to get to know Palmer personally. You're going to get to see how it could affect people. So it's going to be probably the best day of my life, other than I just had my first daughter 3 weeks ago, so they're kind of adding up right now. So if I look a little sleepy, that's why. But, it's just something, I can't use the word strongly enough, guys, something I'm passionate about. And to be able to share it with you guys and share it with an organization that meant so much to me is really special. So again, I'm kind of jumping all around. How does this boil back down to you guys sitting here? When I was here, you guys still get the knock on the door at 7 a.m. on Saturdays for Habitat for Humanity?
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say I never answered that. But you know, we tried to get out there and do it, and it just, you guys probably do a lot better job than we did, but it was kind of haphazard and all over the place. And I was always super jealous when I was here on campus. There was Sigma Chi, and they had a thing called Derby Days. Remember they still have that?
Yeah.
But for a week, the whole campus was like, we're doing Derby Days. And it's for a good cause, but it's also got to be really fun for those guys because they have events every night. And it's something that we're always like, man, we should do something like that. So with the help of the philanthropy chairs and Ryan and hopefully all you guys, we're going to build on this. But for this year, in the spring, I'm going to help. The idea is to have a 5K and part of the golf tournament as part of the same week. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but if I was in your shoes, I would certainly approach a sorority that you want to spend a lot of time with and kind of lock down that entire weekend with them. Might be a mixer involved Saturday night, might raise the times for the 5K run, but I'm sure you guys will with that. So we're just going to throw ideas out there. That's why I'm here, is to officially announce the start of this charity, give Ryan some information to share at Fleming Weekend, which is coming up, and then all of us get ready for the spring. For you guys that aren't seniors, we do have bigger ideas for what's to come. I know when I graduated college, I was probably 30 pounds overweight. It took me forever to get what I thought was like dad shape, which I probably am now. But it sucks when you're 23 and you haven't run for 5 years. So we're kicking around the idea of in the fall, running an alumni pledge and my charity paying to you guys Fitbits or something to let the actives run miles, do workouts, whatever you want to do, and every thing is going to be valued so that alumni have to pay you guys to be active. Because even though when I first had this deal, I was like, well, CF, they probably don't want to be active. It's actually the other way. The best thing someone with CF can do is go run, is be active, be athletic, because they're working their lungs and they're breaking that mucus up. So if we can kind of share that communal spirit, we've got a lot of ideas behind the scenes. My wife has her own business. She's going to do the website for us. And obviously, Dalton's wife's name is Mallory Horton. She's been living with a daughter with CF for 2 years, so anything you guys could ever want to know about the disease, or more importantly, where our money's going to go, she's going to act as president for Palmer to pick out trials or things that they feel may not be getting the financial compensation they need to really be effective. So a very important note for you guys, this is not a charity to help the Hortons out individually. Dalton's a practicing lawyer. He's an ATO like you guys. He worked really hard to provide for his family. They're fine. This is a charity to cure a disease. And that's what I want to be a part of. And I hope that's what you guys want to be a part of too. And hopefully one day when you're my age and you show up here and don't see yourself on the wall and realize 10 years went by like that, we're here to celebrate having cured some of that affects a ton of small kids. So I didn't want to pull the heartstrings too early, but I do have 2 pictures of Palmer to share. And she's kind of the poster child for a cute kid. So she is 2, and obviously is a huge Tar Heel fan. And our slogan for the charity is CF is BS. The reason for that is Palmer's habit right now is running around saying things with BS. Probably learned that from her father. But we have some cute videos of that. So again, I want to open it up for any questions you guys have. But for this year, hopefully you'll see Palmer and Dalton at a football game. You'll introduce yourselves. But we really want you guys to feel like you're a part of this, because if we don't have y'all's active involvement, why are we even doing this? I can go try to raise money, but I've got a full-time job, family. This means a lot to me, but I will tell you guys, when I was out applying, I got a job at Pebble Beach right after college, and then I went and got an MBA, and during all my interviews, I never brought up Habitat for Humanity. Never really brought up ATO unless somebody else was Greek. But, kind of speaking a little bit cynically, if you guys really helped me launch this and you have a charity that you were a part of starting that has a unique business model, that's a pretty good thing to bring up when you're having internship interviews or interviews in general, just something to feel proud of. Because I know the interviews that I've had when I've been hiring people since then, differentiation is key. So obviously that's not the reason I'm doing this, but it is something that I hope you guys can all sink your teeth into and help with. And I will leave my cell phone number. Dowden was adamant that he wants to be available to anybody who wants to reach out and find out more about it. And again, for this year, we're going to circulate this video to the alumni, get them involved. But I'm really excited to have this first event in the spring, and I hope we can get all of our ducks in a row to do it then. I hope you guys have a blast with it, because you are in college. It's a very fun time, and what's more fun weekend than playing golf and having a mixer? 5K might be a little rough, but you know, we'll have fun waking up and beating on people's doors to get them out there and run. So again, guys, I apologize. I'm not a public speaker. I run a manufacturing company. I tried to touch on everything. I'm sure there's a lot of questions, but I want to open up the floor to you guys to make sure I haven't missed anything too glaring. And I also want you guys to get back to what this time of year is really for, which is enjoying the weather and hopefully getting the next, edition of ATO's hoodwinked into joining here before. So, any questions, guys?